Alright, hello, and welcome to Empire of the Lost NxT Season 2, Week 3. How's everybody doing?
Hey, you.
And fucking tastic.
I believe I said it before, but I'll say it again.
Anything?
Was right until after it was
Kill me.
Anything new happen with anybody's weeks of interest?
That's right.
Didn't have any games.
Which, ironically, for the people listening on YouTube, is hilarious, because it started off last week, I'm in more games! And then this week, I didn't have any games.
It's because everyone who isn't me is the worst. Kill them all.
Suck it.
As I stated before the stream, I have finished college for my first semester, so yay.
Oh, good for you.
What a loser doing education. Beat 'em up, take the lunch money.
That's me too, you dingbat.
You didn't know that.
Double the lunch money.
Well, so, jumping into this fun little adventure, who wants to do the recap?
Let's go.
Let's go.
I could do it. So what happened last time? We ended up at the bakery.
Are you just our official recapper now?
Officially, not really. Anyway, so so bakery. We went to a bakery owned by a guy named Win. The name is pending. We got some pie. There was some hawk pie that we didn't get. There was some. I think someone had some berry pie, blueberry pie. I think Arsis wanted strawberry.
We've made an order for pie.
Yeah, we made an order for pie, but we did get some pie. I do remember that because We did all have sequential pieces of pie that we got, and unfortunately there was no chocolate pie. But hey, what you gonna do about that?
Fuck you.
So people were just talking about pie for a little bit. Astron wanted to talk about Tails.
For strange reason.
What's her name? Raya went out being a being a sulker, but her cat brought her back in.
Edgelord, surprise, surprise.
Surprise, surprise. We then got some information about the ruins of the castle on top of the hill, or I don't know if it's necessarily a castle. It can't say it's a castle, but it's ruins. And apparently some people were having some trouble with that. Like they would visit there and then they would get really iffy and probably leave town because they're like, I don't like the feel of that place. So we're just like, oh, okay, fine, we'll check it out, see if we could spruce things up around here. So we went up to the castle, had a little bit of a walkway. Some people talked about stuff. I remember Raya falling through a pit into a
I pulled
bedroom.
the right for it.
Yes, you did. You pulled. Oh, yes. That's funny because we did right in the dark.
That's the first time we fell into a hole.
Yeah. She went into a hole that had like a chest and it was like a bedroom thing and another door. We went found the chest. There was like a little buckle thing that Astron got. So yay! After that, we opened the door and went through the pathway. People started talking. Astron was trying to hook Rykor up with Arsis, but he wasn't having any of that. Then we came to a little room, kind of a big room, with a painting of I believe it would be not the descendant, but the actual person that Arsis knew? Or was it a descendant?
The ancestor of someone.
It's not even necessarily the ancestor, it just looks like a person she knows.
Yeah.
But we're assuming like ancestor.
Enough like that it probably was.
Yeah. It solicited some sort of memory there. And she talks about, oh yes, this person was really kind to me, but we also know that they're part of the court now of the bad guy, Logran. So it's just like, oh, is he still a good guy? Did he turn over? Did he betray my family? Who knows? But while people were discussing that and what to do with the painting, Astron just flipped a switch to a lever and opened the secret passageway. and immediately got very excited, knowing in his mind this is gonna lead to a puzzle, isn't it? But Akiyama was like, no, not a puzzle. So we came to a room and found a clue, and Asuna was like, it's a puzzle. And Akiyama was like, no, it's not a puzzle. Then we knocked over some armor and found another clue. And Asuna looked at Akiyama, and Akiyama finally understood that it was indeed a puzzle. But
No, he understood it was a puzzle when we got to the poetry.
Yeah, the
yeah,
moment we got
yeah.
poetry, it's like, yeah, boy.
Yes, it was
That was
poetry.
the only point when he got excited. And
It
then
was-
that was when the rest of us went, well, fuck that.
We went through a few different rooms dealing with different puzzly things. One having to do with swords, one having to do with blood, one having to do with portals, both the game and the other kind. Anyway, so we've done with that. Dealing with Hawk's Head, sword, potions, and stuff. Then we finally got to a good room, kind of a good room. It had, you know, potion, or not potion, there, a little round ball thing that you would go to when you were like a little kid, and you would always like spin it really fast because you're fun with that. But unfortunately, it was part of a puzzle, and we all got needles in us, and now we're in agonizing pain. But after some brute force and ignorance by our resident devil, Mr. Ellis, we were able to get through the room.
Who now looks like a porcupine.
Now we're done. Right after which Adrian was able to figure out, oh, that was the loose clear puzzle. Well,
Yeah.
yeah.
I'm so smart that I figured it out after we finished it.
But we found a potion, and she was like, "Oh, we should probably take it to an apothecary, see what's up with it." And then Akiyama sniffed and then just chugged it. We were like, "Oh, well, I guess
And
that
didn't know why he did.
doesn't know why he did. I guess that's the thing." But then another cavern opened up that we went into. Went into that. There were some diamonds around, and then there's also a guy impaled on a couple spikes.
And he's a skeleton, don't forget. He's a
Skeleton
skeleton.
man.
Yeah, he's a skeleton saying, "Please kill me," and that's where we ended last game.
But he was much more polite. It wasn't really, please kill me. It was more like, could you kill me? Thank you.
Well, I said, "Please kill me." He did say, "Please." I believe it's quite polite.
Yeah, but it was less begging, more like, you know.
Are you sure? I'm pretty sure it was pretty. It was pretty big.
Semantics.
He seems to be in a lot of things.
Tomato, tomato.
Spaghetti pasta.
So, this is where we open up with our campaign. The group stopped, paused in abject curiosity, fear, or whatever emotion begs them, while looking at this skeleton donned in old, rustic, and ruined armor that's been showing effects that's obvious to its age and wear and tear. This man standing as the singular oddity in this cavern, outside of the gems and jewels that seem to encrust the entire outlayer of the walls. As his head, sullen, sunken, looked at the party. No visible eyes to be seen, yet the intensity of his presence seems to show his attention is on the group. As he sits there, waiting for a favorable response to his plea. Please, could you kill me?
Mind asking a few questions?
Ellis, you're muted.
Answering a few questions first?
Ro begins summoning Azrael.
I mean, that is what you do.
Yeah.
I just look expectantly to Ro, because I don't really have any
it's-
stake in this.
Got his eyes closed, one hand held out, and it's like runes are starting to appear on his body.
Let's not immediately do that.
Yes, I'm willing to answer any questions you have, as long as you do the deed for me. I've
No
been
worries
here
about
for an undisclosed amount of time, and this torture, I wish it to end. I just want peace.
Well, how did you get in this situation?
Long ago, me and my sister warred for a time until she got holds of magics. You can hear the sneer and disdain in his voice when he speaks about this. That she used in this endeavor against us. Against who I stood for. My father. Not long after that, she sent an assassin to do her deed, which landed a critical blow. One that probably should have killed me. But instead of falling, her trap was set. I didn't die. And in my weakness, she took me and had me enslaved to a pillar for all to see. She used me like a puppet, a toy, an implement for her miniancy. Though, I was able to escape. The details.
If you escaped, why are you nailed to a wall?
Fortunately, those details have not continued
Forget
on with
about
the
that,
passage of
dog.
time.
Pupper.
Wagons.
Really want some attention.
Oh.
So
Candy goes back to
Asteron
bed.
peeks over Raya's shoulder since she's still piggybacking him. So,
Oh yeah.
what's your name exactly?
Gladios Thomas Stern.
Adios, Thomas Stern. I look over to Akiyama.
Well, wasn't that just the guy who owned the castle, whatever?
No, that's not the guy that owned the castle.
We
Well,
were told about the brother and sister that ward.
Is that a guy that I know about? Oh, look at you on the big roll.
It's really obscure old knowledge. You're aware that the count or lord that did own the castle did have a son and a daughter. You don't necessarily knew the names from it, but from the way he speaks and from what you knew, you have a good assumption on the idea of who he is. Fayana, that goes for you too.
okay.
What year were you stricken with your curse?
What is it now?
I say what year it is now.
Do you know what year it is now? 'Cause
You
you
wouldn't.
No, I wouldn't.
I
Oh,
would
so-
have the closest chance to knowing what it is now. So I would say what I would believe it to be.
What number do you say?
I don't know. What number was it when I left
Need your own calculator.
to the dark?
Calendar.
There was an area that has the current year.
I'm looking frantically.
Okay, so I know where it is. I just need to get to it. Here it is. 1,150. 15,150. Yeah.
It was set here in year 4,000 or 14,650.
It's quite a long time ago.
So what have you been doing for fun while you've been down here?
I don't think that's relevant.
I mean, I'm just kind of wondering, you're not driven insane by just staying down here alone.
His head would turn to look at you before moving back to the group. I assume that your jester means to jest, but please, cure me of this life.
We will. But answer his question. Why aren't you raving?
That's a good point.
But
I've dealt with spirits as old as you. They're insane, completely. Even ones that can interact with the
I'm
world.
not a spirit.
You're dead. You're a
I
spirit.
am not dead.
Let's stop annoying him, okay?
I'm going to kill him in a minute, so it don't really matter if he gets upset.
But it kind of does.
Well,
gonna
have
kill
you
him in a
seen anyone else come through here? Be it beast or man?
Like I said when you entered here, you are the first that I've encountered.
But, you don't know anything about hiding a potion in your castle, do you?
If he had emotions, his face, you wouldn't be able to see it currently in his skeletal form, as he just says blankly, no.
It's not there's no point trying to hide it or anything if you do know, because I already found it and
And drank it.
drank it apparently. I don't remember
Apparently.
doing that, but apparently I did.
I still have no clue what you speak.
Really?
Possibly blame the sister then.
Well,
Did your sister like poetry?
That's a good question.
She was
That one's actually a
obsessed with it.
legitimate question.
Okay, there. we go.
Oh, okay. Yep.
Oh,
Sounds
well,
about right.
There's the answer.
there's the answer then.
do you
Did
know?
Did you know of any potions she was trying to acquire?
For a long time. I see her head look down. And then back up. When we were children, she would also always play at the fact that I was our parents' little potion.
I knew it was a person.
You thought it was alcoholism?
Or a lover, or something like that.
Dog.
The ghost
Pretty
of
sure
Genghis
love
is
for a still
restless.
person.
Well, at least explains that. Susie, send that dog out your room. Fuck
My
it.
heart is hurting so bad for this dog.
You want so much attention.
He just wants love.
Poor Genghis.
Well, what do you say, Ro? Can we put this one out of its misery?
Yes.
Well, are you
Gladius?
just gonna try to rack it?
I'm.
So much echo.
No, I can.
Echo? No echo. Gladius, you have any last wishes? Apart from to die, obviously.
Yes. I do. I want
Name
you
it.
to go to my room. It's on the second floor of the castle. In it, I have a chest there. Whatever you find in it, please. Find my descendants. If they're... He trails on.
They are.
Did you have children? Because I feel like your descendants would only be that of your sisters. Do you still want to give that to them?
Yeah, true.
The descendants of my sister and I are all the same.
Well, alright. Can I be given the name out again in text so I can note it down?
Gladius Thomas Stern.
Yeah, but I need to know exactly how it's spelled.
Sorry. Well, Lord Stern, I assume. How do you want to die? I was planning on cutting your head off, caving your head in with this big axe,
Oh,
pulling the spears out of you and just dismembering you.
I
Like,
don't think that would kill him.
well, destruction and death are similar enough.
You could try just, popping off that skeleton from his head, see if that works.
Well,
Skull.
I was thinking more if this is a magical
from his
thing
head.
that's being done to
Sorry.
him, I could just attempt to nullify it.
Wow.
I mean, I have something that can nullify magic. I'm just not entirely sure whether it'd work in magic as powerful as being able to keep someone alive for how long? 1,900? Something like that.
A couple of thousand years.
Well, I've got something that I could try. It's very quick, and if it doesn't work, we'll know very quickly.
Well, go on then.
Before you
Alright.
do, just let
Oh,
me,
Okay.
as I swing for his neck.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. But
The
yeah.
moment you attempt to, the spikes in his chest immediately lash out. I need you to make a strength check.
Cool beans.
Fuck.
I'm at a 3/4 of my strength because I have 1 stack of fatigue. So,
Why
plus
did
10.
you do this?
Because it
Boy,
gets me
you're
God
gonna be-
points.
Fucking hurting.
He's
I'm always
gonna
hurt.
fucking die.
18.
As the spikes lash out, stabbing through your, I forget what the bone on your, the split between your
Forearm.
bone, on your forearm. Going through, stabbing into your chest as you cry out in pain, and find yourself pinned against the spikes, unable to move.
Bro,
Ow!
I told you not to do that.
Gladius, what the fuck?
It is not I.
All right then.
Okay.
I mean,
no one
some
else.
warning would have been nice.
No one else to do anything.
Warning is something I didn't have.
Devil
Let me
spheres
try.
emerge from me.
I mean, we
Stop
could just
circling around
fucking
angrily.
leave you here.
Shh, shh.
Right,
Let's
I
try
put a
this.
pit to him.
And I will attempt to cast Null and Void on the skeleton. It is a nullify spell that nullifies Void, Dark, and Soul magic versus resistance.
As
So I
you
will roll
attempt
my
to
magic
cast it,
D10.
nothing seems to happen.
I'm out of ideas.
Doing it my way. As
How far
Devil
away-
Spheres start spinning around and lash out at him.
You can't just fight a skeleton.
Well, I'm doing it.
You
Devil
have the
Spheres.
first break for Devil Spheres. Go ahead.
Yeah. Chew.
As the Devil Spheres fly, they bombard into his skull.
You
And
still there,
after the
Gladius?
impact, dust and stuff starts to settle in the air. His initial skeletal frame seems to be unharmed.
God damn you.
That's
Yes.
clearly not a good idea.
Alrighty.
Can someone
Yes.
pull me off him, please?
Estron, do you want to try your idea?
I'll do it.
Yeah,
I'm
I'll
gonna
shuffle
put
my way
Aster
off
on
of
Dad
Raya.
and I'll try and help Ro.
Yeah, go ahead and roll a strength check.
Boy, oh boy.
Can I assist? Or am I just completely paralyzed?
Yeah, you're completely paralyzed.
Cool beans.
Why do I even have to look? God only knows.
God only knows the troubles I've seen.
no, you stop that right now.
I know.
As you grab hold of Ro and pull him out,
Sorry, bud.
as
Sorry.
the sound of ripping flesh and sinew hitting the ground echoes into the cavern. Ro, you take 5 con damage.
Really? Shit.
Con damage.
Sorry. I'm just I'm very, very quietly saying sorry over and over and over again.
Roycorn knows
Okay.
the feeling.
Oh, that fucking sucks.
That sounded like it sucked.
Okay, everyone get out
Gladius,
of
I
a...
really want you dead.
Alright. Everyone get out of a burst of 10 of this guy. I'm gonna stand at a burst of 3.
And
Especially if you have... Well, 15 feet. Stay out of 15 to 10 feet of this guy as I'm... Especially if you have any magical items, they might get nullified in this.
Yeah,
Okay.
Kiara moved quite far away.
Yeah, I'm also
I'm,
moving.
Yeah,
oh,
alright.
fuck it. I'm going into the fucking entrance cavern.
You rope
Okay.
stagger back.
Have any magic items, so I'm gonna get out of here.
Also, how
Just
far was
shit.
Ro from him when the spike
About
flashed
10
out?
feet.
Ah,
Yeah, I was gonna hit him with an axe, so pretty
Okay.
close.
Alright, so I'm standing 15 feet. Cast the Void Ball at him. At a cost of 2 uses, create a singularity in one area and a burst of 3 that absorbs any magic that is near it, and a burst of 2 that fails a DC of 15 with its magic item level.
So as you cast the Void Ball, it encompasses the area. A lot of the jade and different gemstones begin to dim and fade in the area near him. But after your Void Ball eventually fades, the items stay there. He stays there. His head would turn back and forth. And then his features, though skeletal, seem to sink. So nothing else that you can do.
Huh. Hey, so it turns out the gems and things around you are magical. That's interesting. But no, I can't think of anything.
Arsus, is there anything you could try?
I've been silently attempting for a while now. I don't sense any spirit in him.
Well, he's just bone.
Yeah. Well, we need to find out what's actually keeping him alive first.
Is there a chance that the gems around here are what hold the power for the magic to continue?
You said that you don't remember a portion of your life, yet you're able to tell us so much in detail. Why?
That's a
For
good
some
question.
reason, a very finite block of my knowledge is gone. I remember breaking free. I remember escaping. The last thing I remember is being captured. Brought in front of my sister. She was upset. Very upset. After that, I don't remember anything besides knowing that I've been here.
What's your sister's name?
Gladia.
Gladia. Okay.
Parents were rich.
You know, just in case you get, cut from the
What
history books
about
and we need
them?
to.
Is that like an old shit name?
Hold on.
That
give me a
one
sec.
you would actually know more of. Specifically, not here, but a line of family members that basically led to the person that Arsis spoke of before. She's the descendant of that guy.
Okay.
Ancestor.
Or an ancestor, yeah.
Yeah. I'm just gonna pet peeve if people mix those two up.
We knew what you meant.
But I know that.
Yes, you rolled exactly the same thing.
You would
Alright.
know that in detail.
Huh. Oh.
You say these things that you only know in your head and the group doesn't.
I don't know if it's something I should share.
I would tell
I'm
them.
not.
Then speak.
She's the ancestor of it was the person that
Wait. I don't.
it was like Lord Vader.
Lord-
right?
Lord Beg?
Beg? I think it was Lord Beg.
I don't. I'm terrible at spelling and pronunciation, so.
Arsis, help us
That
out
guy.
here.
It was the ancestor
The
of Lord
mentor
Vader.
or
Lord Beg.
whatever.
Yeah, him,
Yeah.
that guy. He's the ancestor of that guy.
They're the best. We
You
solve
know
that
of my-
puzzle so fast.
You know of my ancestor. You know of my descendant.
Yeah.
He trained me and taught me when I was young. That I am glad that my name did not fall into obscurity. May I have all of yours?
Did we not just get
I yelled that through Kate. Fuck no!
we not just have this conversation?
Just
What
asking
happened?
it's just asking what our names are.
Nope.
Right.
There's no reason to doubt it.
Right, yeah, sure.
My name's Akiyama Souza.
Oh Jesus. Alright.
I'd say it's nice to meet you, but
Nice knowing you, Akiyama.
I'm sure you'd rather we never really had the meeting in the first place. Or not the need for the meeting, anyway.
Akiyama Souza. It is well met to have met you.
Right.
I am just called Arceus. Madam Arceus. It is well met to have met you.
I
Oh, the rest of you
my,
can introduce yourself.
my name is Fiona. It's nice to meet you.
Lady Fiona. It is well met to have met you.
I am Raikor. I'm sorry we can't solve your issue just now.
Sir Raikor. It is not your fault. But all the same, it is well met to have met you.
I was to be your executioner. Apparently fate has different plans.
I apologize for the trifle that you had to go through in the attempt.
Yeah, they're gonna leave scars.
I hope that you can succeed to it one day.
Can we just pull the spears out? Do you know any magics, curses binding you?
For the last century, all I knew was this cave. I don't even remember being put here.
Do you know if there's any connection to a lake that you have? Have you been scaring people off or something?
The Sacred Lake? Scare? This doesn't... No.
Apparently, the lake is not so sacred any longer.
Yeah, people have been reporting weird goings on when they go into the lake and leave and never come back.
It also makes people itchy.
Apparently.
That is peculiar. I wish I could assist in this more. The lake, when I knew it, was a bountiful place. It was something that we all looked forward to. Festivals we had on it. It was there that we took homage and respect to our deity and patron, Swan.
Oh,
Yeah, of course.
Swan. It's good to hear you're a believer.
There's something going on with the lake. It's beyond my knowledge. The last I knew of it was many, many years ago.
If the sacred point of Swan's been defiled, that's something we'll have to fix.
It may play part in why I'm here.
Nay.
That's what I was thinking about.
Akiyama, do you know that thing that you did for Fiona? Forgiving
Which-
her sins, allowing her to move on.
Yes.
Maybe try that.
That shouldn't be the issue.
There might be something more than magic holding him here.
I can try.
Also, right, if you want to try and pull these spears out of him, I'm not going anywhere near them because they'll literally kill me. But
Well,
Fuck it.
Are those
Sure.
spears going to stab me if I come too close to you?
yeah, maybe we should pull them out first. Astron, Fiona, do you want to try to clear the gems around him?
Clear them how?
move them away.
Are they
They're
embedded in the wall? Yeah.
Oh,
I got little
Can you-
tiny weak hands.
Can we extricate them?
Tiny, weak baby hands.
I
You
can't
do have a
easily.
pick.
I can barely move.
I mean, I don't have anything to like try to move them.
Well, can one of us wield that pick? Or is
Can
that
No.
Then I guess I'll still
Well-
summon my spike pickaxe and stagger over to the
Here's
wall
his.
and try and chisel out a stone.
Fuck
See
it.
what happens.
What do I have to do to get spears out?
Hold on a second, Ryan. Let me do this first.
The gyms are embedded in the wall and stuff, right, Ash?
They are.
Okay.
I'm just gonna go to one like 15, 20 feet away from him and try and chip that out the wall. If I can.
You swing. And then immediately after swinging, your pickaxe is discharged, and your orbs are brought to 0 uses.
Fucking gods. Okay. Akiyama. Forgive him.
Well,
Um,
Is it safe? I
I-
kind of need to touch him.
I'm gonna try to use the vines of.
I doubt that if you come any closer, it will be any better outcome than what happened to your ally.
I think I might be able to try doing it without touching him, but it's not what I normally do. Akiyama will get a burst of 5 away, so that's, 25 feet?
yep.
I'll do that as well, even further.
And he'll
Yes.
I guess I'm fucking off again.
get into prayer.
Get the fuck out of here.
Swan, please forgive this man of his sins. He has been punished enough. And I got the reroll ability now as well. So that definitely didn't succeed. But I can reroll for free. Nah, I did it. It's DC 6.
So describe what
Barely
happens.
did it. No, I did. I just described what I did. I can't describe the effects because I don't know what the effects will be.
What was the effects you were looking for? Since I'm not looking at it currently.
There's
The
some very-
effects is he's forgiven for sins.
Yeah.
I don't know what, like, you can't really see that. That's not really a visible thing.
Or fucking twat. Alright, forgiven the wrongs of one that has made the followers one can themselves. And giving them a chance to redeem themselves when you need them to do the effects of fix an evil act. Okay. With his head bowed, he accepts your blessing. As for a moment you watch as the outlines of Akiyama glows a soft light. Then after a couple of seconds pass, the light fades and seems to emanate around Thomas. As he brings his head back up. Still bound, but as he speaks again, you can see or hear the clarity and sincerity in it. Thank you, priest. At least now
Thanking me.
At least my heart. No needs to weigh as heavy as it has.
Didn't do what you were hoping it would, though.
No. But at least I have solidarity in this. He says, looking up at the top of the cavern, and then back down to you all. Thank you for that.
I suppose you should thank Swan. That kind of a guard, I only act as an in-between between Swan and yourself.
Yes. Praise be to her. And after he says that you all still stand there, dumbfounded exactly how it is that you can help this poor individual.
Would a roll of Knowledge Crow allow me to remember my time at Death Knight School?
Death Knight School.
Death Knight School.
What are you trying to remember specifically?
How to kill a fucker dead.
Yeah, how to kill someone that's been cursed not to die.
It's not undead. They're not dead.
Yeah, you could. God, yeah, why is a fucking skeleton?
He's a skeleton, he is.
I want to move some distance away from him and try to use the Vines of Malm from my shield
He's
To-
a skeleton
to
warrior.
get the to essentially grab the spears and try to pull them out of them.
Alright, go right ahead.
I'll put a hand on Raiko's shoulder, so if it feels like he's about to be tugged away, I can drag him back.
Okay, well that works in that they shoot forth from the shield and grab the spears. Now I'm going to try to pull them out.
Alright, give me a strength check. As you shot them, and they wrapped around the spears, the black spears that have him shanked here don't even seem to really react, unlike how they did when the row approached it. But with all your might, they don't seem to budge.
A little help, if I could.
Yeah, I'll try and assist.
Alright, gain an extra d10.
Roll for one.
Yeah, I'll try and assist. So,
Is that a D10, yeah? No.
well,
That's
it's
not how
8.
that works.
Well, 8.
So 19. With both of your strengths combined,
You are Captain Plant, sorry.
a perfect cylinder of the roof falls and kills Astron. So, with both of your strengths, you just feel it slightly tudge, barely, but still very firmly secured into the wall.
I think it's working.
Oh yeah, want to help?
No, as I walk over.
Go ahead and add a d10.
Ash, can I say preemptively, if it looks like the spear's going to try and fly at someone, I'd like to jump in the way of it.
No, fuck you.
God damn it, don't do that.
As the spear buckles
I won't let him. If
and
he does,
bends,
and I can, I won't.
you hear a cracking noise on par with your world shattering in the small area around you as the cavern begins to echo and reverberate.
I think we may be
This
making
is
this
such a
cavern
good idea.
collapse.
And
I
with
don't-
one heavy you all fall on your backs. The sound of snapping of vines echo in the room,
Damn it.
slowly followed by the awe-feeling, tingling sound of metal dropping on rock. As you look to see one of the black spears removed out of his shoulder.
I hate everything about this place.
More than the dark.
I'm getting there.
Ragor, how many times can you summon those vines?
A handful, but I can't guarantee it'll work every time.
Well, as I pull the rope off myself, we can try and lasso them.
Raya's quite good with rope.
Too bad myself.
Not necessarily with throwing it at specific things.
How many spears are actually lodged in him?
2 more.
Are there any like loose stones in the ground?
Looking about? Yeah. There's
I'm
a
just gonna
couple.
throw a pebble at the spear we pulled out.
Immediately when you attempt it, the sphere lashes out, slicing the pebble into pieces.
Okay. No one try and touch the spears.
Not the one you pulled out, the one that was in him.
Oh. Okay.
Fun.
Because the one that you guys pulled out is just right below him still.
Yeah.
Hmm.
So we're gonna try and lasso them, or Ragor, do you want to use your shield again?
Well, I'll try the vines once more. And that works again.
You sure it would cause a cave in?
As the
You can
vines
use the
shoot
cave
out,
monster.
Nope.
and once again latch on to one of the 2 remainders.
Akiyama does make a point. If anyone wants to leave the cave for fear of cave-ins, that's acceptable.
Who wants to do the initial pull?
Sorry, what?
Who wants to do the initial pull?
I will. Big pull.
Pretty big pull.
I'm also gonna just saunter my way back near to the entrance. Kind of looking at the gems, like, oh, that's pretty.
So, with Ro and Rykor, and then finally
Oh, they're able
Raya,
to do it.
with the effort you put into it, you hear another resounding noise of cracking and shaking as something similar before as you brace yourselves, and with a heavy heave, the black spear falls freely onto the floor below him again. 1 remaining.
Yeah, at this point, I'm gonna lead Arceus out of the cave.
I
At least
would go
far.
with you two.
She would say, "What are you doing?"
I'm worried. I think it might
Keeping
affect-
you from getting buried.
Yeah.
If
If we-
anything's
doing
going to
rope
keep you
the
from
vines.
being buried, it would be I.
And we should make sure that we're as safe as possible. So if that does get pulled out and the cave-in does happen, we can.
If
Be
the
as
cave-in
safe
happens,
as
it would
we
be
can be.
safer for me being here to stop it from happening.
Arceus, please.
Can't take any unnecessary risks.
How, Princess, would you single-handedly stop a cave-in?
The same way I single-handedly saved you.
Oh shit! Oh!
So you're going to use light to stop rock.
What?
With a big demon devil thing, that's understandable.
I can't.
Problem would be that the rock is still there. You could put that up, but you can only keep that up for so long.
Which is enough for you all to escape.
It's not enough for you to escape.
I know you're strong, Arceus, but please, I want you safe.
Go ahead and roll
Yeah.
diplomacy.
Okay, cool.
Can you lot
Yeah.
look around and see where this cave-in might be likely?
Oh,
They
let's see
know
how
we're
bad I
doing
fail at this.
You can see any cracks in the walls.
-5, so 10.
That is a 10. You probably get a bonus for being their best friend, though. Come on, at least.
If it's anything like the mom bonus,
She would look and just give you a sigh. I'll go as far as Asteron, and that's all.
Hey, waiting buddies.
That's better than nothing, and I'll stay with you.
If we are seriously worried about a cave-in, Rako, once you've fastened the vines, I can take the shield, tie a rope around myself, and you all can pull from a safe distance. I think we've all proved I'm pretty difficult to kill.
Better me than you at this point.
Yeah, but how long are you gonna stay difficult to kill?
About 70 seconds.
Once more then.
As well.
And it works again.
Who's gonna initiate the pool?
Well, I guess if we're doing a roundabout, I might as well.
Yeah, different. Yeah, the strongest of us all.
As Raya pulls the spear out single-handedly.
Yeah.
I didn't even need you fucks.
So quickly that there wasn't even a tremor.
Hey,
I'm the best.
So as you all get
guys
ready to
are
brace,
strong.
Raya goes to the vines and just pulls out the spear as it falls freely to the ground, as well as Thomas. As everyone just stands there, kind of just blinking for a moment, and Raya's just holding on to the basically vine lasso.
I just kind of look at him and go, I wanted to get out.
Well done.
Yeah, good work.
That'll do it.
Okay.
He would stand up and start to look himself over. Because before a while, the spears were still in him, even though they were taking out of his shoulder and his side. He was still like T-posed on the wall, unmoving. But after the last one falls, he starts to show like remnants of movement as he starts to inspect himself.
I'm bringing my axe up slightly.
Yeah.
Years. Hundreds upon hundreds. As he continues looking at his hands as they begin to open and close.
This was so stupid. This was so stupid. We're the stupidest
Look,
in the entire world.
this isn't the best time to go mad, alright?
I've forgotten how this feels.
Bloodstone. Would you
Yeah.
like to see the air again? See the sky. See your lake.
He would turn to look at all of you now. As he would just bring a hand out. Take me to it.
Of course.
No?
Mind stepping away from those
What?
cursed spears, please.
Yeah, that'd be best.
He would look down at the spheres. Still, no emotion on his skeletal form, but giving a nod and start to move towards you all.
Probably move around it.
So I'm kind of whispering over office. So you said he didn't have a soul in him?
She would nod.
What exactly does that mean? I'm actually gonna. I would ask her that, then I would roll a knowledge spears to see what that would actually mean to have not to be able to walk and not have a soul.
For him to
Have
no longer
sentience.
have a soul. A body without a soul is a husk. Husks are meant to be emotionless things that exist, though not immortal. He doesn't seem to fit that definition either.
So I mean,
It keeps getting better.
What about,
So
what would I know? Not necessarily about not having a soul, but about resurrecting the dead like this, or kind of.
Yeah. What does Crow have to say about this?
Yeah, we're getting all the info.
all this after the fact, the week freedom. But go on.
Well.
Akiyama, as you begin to think about how souls work and the idea of identity through the soul and how one functions without it. Souls and the helix is a very particular thing that you don't exist without a soul through helix magic. So you don't know much about the process after the fact, but through the helix, it's a very clear cut. You don't exist without a soul. Soul is your fingerprint in Tillith, basically.
Alright.
And through Crow, him saying he doesn't have a soul means that a spirit must be either dislodged from its body and existing somewhere without its body, but normally that would leave the body dead. So, you all have three conflicting ideas about the circumstance, all of which show that this guy is an anomaly from everything that you were taught to know.
Alright, I'm gonna walk over to him as he's walking towards us. Hey, buddy, how you doing? Doing okay?
I do not let you step in front of me.
Okay. Hey, buddy, how you doing? Your hand is around my chest.
Unchained, unbound.
Uh-huh. Do you still want to die?
I couldn't wish for anything more in life.
You'll die free.
So you do indeed want to die. Like, even after being free, you also want to die now.
You're blessed by Swan. You'll go to your guard. I'll see to it.
His head would just slowly look to you, Ro, and just give a nod. Still that absence of emotion through his skeletal form.
Let's at least take him to the lake.
Yeah, we set out to see what was up with the lake. This guy seems to know a bit about it.
It's respectful.
Then lead the way.
Well, someone can hold his hand while we do it, right? You know, keep him from running off.
Suppose.
I wouldn't suggest it. I don't know what else could be wrong with me.
It's gonna be like Hellboy 2.
So it is
Just
important
put
to
a
know.
noose around his neck and hold him on your shoulder by it.
Alright, so we don't touch then.
Let's leave this room before
Are
anyone.
we-
anyone
I'm
pushes.
leaving before
Sure?
people are done talking. I'm so done with this. I cannot.
Let's stop talking.
Asta's gonna wait behind, and
Anything else
You
that
want
happens
the-
is not gonna be my fault.
when Mr. Gladius comes up to him, Asta's just gonna poke him to see if anything happens.
Because
Didn't that happen? I'm ready to jump in the way of spears. I've got bodyguard in
You're the
mind. I'm
worst
ready.
person.
I'm expecting spears to go flying at him. That's what I want to get out of this fucking dungeon.
I don't.
As you poke into his ruined armor,
Why do I bother to care?
you feel a little upset as you press into the armor and you feel its brittle frame break against your press.
Did spears move?
No.
Oh.
Hmm.
It's better than I thought.
Armor's really brittle, you know that?
Yeah, it gets that way.
Yeah, I guess.
Come on,
We
let's go.
Just go then.
Let's go see the sky, see the water.
Bitch.
We'll go find that chest once the deed's done.
So I poked his armor, not him.
Correct.
I look over to the spears.
Astron, please wait until we leave the room. Please wait until we leave the room.
Not here. I'm not here.
I'm begging you.
Alright,
please.
fine.
Though actually, if you're pinned to the wall, it'd be a hell of a lot easier to get rid of you.
Both of you stop.
No, let's go.
Alright, fine. I'll let him leave the room, but I'll follow close behind.
So as you all begin to head up the stairway, the 15-minute trek to get down here,